Hi everyone, this is my folio for Viscom Unit 3-4. My brief talked about creating a sunscreen company with a female target audience, wanting to make it fun, exciting, lots of colour and really unique. My folio is here. I hope this is helpful for you all just to have a bit of a look and see what I did. I did get 4 marks for my folio. I did it in 2022. First tip I would say is a survey is so important from your target audience. It gave me so much information and allowed my target audience to really express what they wanted in a product, and allowed me to use that along with the brief to really create a vision and a path for my design. Going into some research here, looking at existing packaging, looking at what's on the market, looking at different products here. Now I move into real deep dive into generation of ideas, using little PMIs, using Scamper, using Pooch, all design thinking models to really pull apart my ideas, brainstorming as I go and coming up with new ideas. This page is looking at surface graphics, then the card layout, looking to use my elements and principles and all my design knowledge throughout this whole process. This stage of the design process here, I started to really unpack my logo, taking those ideas from my generation and further developing them. I really focused on using typography and also a range of materials, methods and media to really explore and adapt my logo possibilities with 2 main concepts that I kind of came up with here. Really important to not feel restricted, have fun, experiment, use different medias. We used lino here, we used digital based methods, we used manual methods. We're then refining. The main focus here with the typography was really making sure that the letters all worked together, they complemented one another and created a cohesive design. Then we moved on to the packaging. Having chosen a receptacle, I did a lot of research on the market, had a look at a couple of stores and what was available, and decided on what would work best for my product. Looking at lots of different colours, layouts, again using my design elements and principles to really allow me to adapt, modify, create new options for the layout. Looking more again at design thinking, we have Scamper, PMI scattered throughout everywhere. They really allow you to pull your ideas apart. All my annotations here are looking at really unpacking what my designs are doing, what I'm thinking, how I feel the design is meeting or not meeting the target audience needs, and especially the needs of the brief and the client. Really unpacking what's working, what's complementing each other, going back to my design elements and principles, and really unpacking those throughout. The complementary card here is a requirement of the brief for presentation 1, looking to maintain the same vibe and aesthetic that the packaging produced and transferring the same vision and mood of the brand in general. Looking at photography, I ended up using film photography for my final photo, along with digital-based methods to create the back of the card with a nice key message aiming to boost the mood and create positivity. Moving into presentation 2 now, the whole idea of presentation 2 was to create a 3D interactive booth that would be placed at a music festival to dispense sunscreen. So wanting it to be more than just a little sunscreen station, the company wanted it to be fun, interactive, and a great opportunity to take some photos as well. Moving into my development here, I took all my ideas from generation and I evaluated using design thinking to decide which options would be best in meeting the needs of the brief, the target audience, and especially the client. I used a range of drawing methods here to create visual representations of my ideas, along with lots of annotations to explore what the strengths were, what the weaknesses were, and how I could further improve each of my designs. Another tip I have is make sure you're really open-minded with your design. Stay creative. Don't feel like you've already got a vision at the start of your project. Really work to unpack, have freedom, have courage to do something brave and bold, and really have fun with the design. I looked at materials here, materials I'd never worked with before as well. Creating a 3D model, I looked at what was the best way to put this together to represent the materials that I wanted to use and how I could convey the overall message so that the audience could effectively understand what the model was of and how it would function. Making sure I use all of my design measurements, all of the design conventions throughout the whole process for this industrial design process. Another tip is to put yourself in the shoes of the person who will be using your product or your design. How will it logically work? Is it safe? Is it durable? Will it last? All of those little things. Think outside of the box and really envision how your design will operate, how it will function, so you can maximize its efficiency and make sure it's super effective. Then I did the pitch. I looked to gain a lot of feedback from my classmates as well as my target audience to really refine and ensure that all aspects of my design met the needs of the brief and the target audience to their best ability. Then my finals with the complimentary card. That's the logo and the packaging for the sunscreen receptacle. Presentation 2, I did some further refining, looking at the colours here and the patterns and how I would represent those on the 3D model. Looking at the ways I would put the model together and ensure that all the ideas are conveyed in a realistic manner. And then constructing my final. So my final presentations consisted of a few presentation boards, one with the packaging, one with the logos, and one with a presentation drawing. Here's a visual representation of the final packaging with a fun, lively message on the back, and also my 3D model. I hope this video is super helpful for you all, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions at all. Thanks for watching and good luck with VisCom, you will smash it.